A total of 89,783 complaints were received during this year after the formation of this bureau, which is about 8% of the complaints received in the country. Telangana stands first in the country in terms of the FIRs filed basing on these complaints. The national average of conversion of complaints to FIR is about 2.5%. In Telangana, it was 16%, the highest in the country. As I told you earlier, about rupees 133 crores has been frozen in the bank accounts belonging to suspects, and it is about 6% higher than the national average. About 7.71 crores has been refunded to victims, and the remaining amount is under process, and in a phased manner that also will be refunded. Of the citizens of the state through community outreach, service of beats and patrols, and focus would be on prevention of crime and quality of investigation, and also on traffic management. We will work with all stakeholders for expediting the journey of the citizens through the criminal justice system. We are aware that the two of the biggest challenges facing the police and the society today is the menace of drugs and the increasing number of cyber crimes. The government has been very clear and very supportive. It has given all the educational institutions to be vigilant regarding sale and purchase of drugs, whether they are schools, colleges, in and around their distributions. I would like to request to the media to please share any information related to drugs with us expeditiously so that we can take action and the drug peddlers and the perpetrators can be caught quickly. We assure you that your identity will be protected, it will be kept a secret, and suitable rewards will be given to anyone who gives us credible information about this menace. As far as cyber crimes are concerned, Telangana Police has been a pioneer in setting up an exclusive cyber security bureau. It's the only such agency in the country in any state. We are the first to have a dedicated call center, 1930, which is the national helpline for cyber crimes and also for T4C, the Telangana Coordination Center for Cyber Crimes. Since the establishment of this bureau, we have received about 90,000 complaints. Probably we are the highest in the country. We have registered 14,000 FIRs and frozen an amount of rupees 133 crores belonging to the accused. Ever-growing technology, citizens are becoming active on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And obviously, criminals are trying to incite hatred, disrupt communal harmony, promote radicalization, etc. We are aware of the magnitude of the problem, and hence we are taking steps for capacity building and training of our officers to be vigilant and prevent such activities in the budding stage itself. Telangana Police is also committed to the issue of women's safety. Every woman deserves to feel safe and empowered in the environment. A number of initiatives have been taken up. She teams, you are aware, they have been very effective in this field, and this year they attended to about 10,766 complaints from women for harassment in public places, which resulted in 850 FIRs. Services of Bharosa centers have been extended to 14 more districts, and a new initiative, Sahas, was now launched on May 19, 2023 by the Women's Safety Group. It is India's first joint industry police collaboration ensuring secure workplaces for women. Suitably aligned with the POSH Act, it aims to create harassment-free work environments. outlined and will be followed as far as drugs are concerned. Anyone engaged in drug dealing, whether selling, purchasing, facilitating or possessing, shall be dealt with stringently as per applicable laws of the land. No one will be spared, however big or small he might be. Anyone allowing their premises to be used for drugs will be severely dealt with. Be it bars, pubs, clubs, farmhouses, or even private homes. In case drugs are used, it will be dealt with stringently. After all, it's our collective responsibility to ensure that the present and future generations remain protected from this menace. I Preventive Detention Act against drug peddlers, and also attachment of property will be initiated against all those who indulge in the offences relating to drugs. We will also prioritize prevention and education programs aimed at raising awareness about the dangers of drug abuse, and we will provide support to those who are struggling with addiction. These two things go hand in hand. Just stopping of drugs will not help. We have to also ensure that those addicted to drugs are given the relevant support and help for de-addiction. So we will coordinate with other departments and ensure that both things go hand in hand. Policy which will be followed. A full-time additional DG has been, senior officer has been posted in the DS Narcotics Bureau, and a specific focus will be on ganja, alprazolam and other drugs which are being used by in the state. We need to dismantle the drug trafficking networks, and we have to target both the supply and demand sides of the trade. Just targeting the consumers will not help. We have to ensure that the supply of drugs itself is stopped. So as I said earlier, tough action will be taken against any drug peddler who is selling drugs in and around the premises of schools and colleges. And we have issued directions to all educational institutions to form anti-drug committees across the state, leading to reduction in paperwork. It is being implemented in other units also of the department in phases. The HRMS, the Human Resource Management Service application, has been implemented in the department so that timely promotion and declaration of provisions and rewards, etc. is streamlined. We have a system of monthly online crime review through Center of Excellence and the functional verticals in the department. So everything is online. So our aim is to reduce the use of paper and go online. Another achievement which we could get, the state stands first in the country in the recovery of lost mobile phones. You are aware we have a portal, CEIR, that is a Central Equipment Identity Portal, which was launched by the Department of Telecom in May 2023 to curb the menace of mobile theft and counterfeit mobile devices. I am happy to say that the success rate of Telangana Police has been 33.8%, and a total of 15,000 devices have been traced so far. Facility to the fullest. Coming to technology initiatives, Telangana Police has always been a leader in the country. A number of initiatives have been taken up successfully by the department, which have won number of awards and accolades at the national level. Telangana Police have been identified as an advanced state in the implementation of technology initiatives. The state has been a leader as far as CCTV cameras are concerned. You are aware that more than 11 lakh cameras have been installed in the state so far, of which more than 1 lakh cameras were installed during this year. We aim to increase the number of cameras in the coming years. Crime statistics. I am happy to inform that 2023 was an incident-free year with no major law and order problems. This was due to effective follow-up arrangements for all major events, including festivals and including recent elections to the Assembly. It was for the first time that elections were held without any incident on the LWE front. There were no extremist incidents during the elections. As such, I would like to congratulate the entire team Telangana Police for the efforts. Law and order was maintained well during the year. Coming to crime statistics, a total of 1,38,312 cases were reported during the year. This is up to the end of November. The details are given in the annual report, the booklet which has been given to you. If we look at a macro level, overall there was an increase of 9% in the number of cases registered. Why so? It was because of the 17.59% increase in cybercrimes. The total property loss was about ₹151 crores, out of which property worth ₹81 crores was recovered, which gives a percentage of about 53%. As regards road safety, I am happy to say that there was a slight decline in fatal road accidents, about 1%, but grievous road accidents, there was a sharp decline, about 60%, as compared to 2022. So which is a good achievement. And since road safety is a priority for the police department, and we try to ensure smooth traffic management and further reduction of road accidents with coordinated efforts with other departments like Transport Department, Municipal Department, R&D, etc. Due to sustained efforts by the police during prosecution of cases, the conviction rate overall was 40% during the year, and we were successful in securing life imprisonments for about 232 cases as compared to 168 during 2022. As I said earlier, one of the guiding principles of the police in future would be providing accessibility to police services. The emergency response system, dial 100, dial 112, has been pretty successful in Telangana, and we received about 16 lakh calls during this year. I am also happy to say that the average response time was 7 minutes. Do contact us immediately on 1930 or cybercrime.gov.in and report any such incident. The golden hour rule is to follow within an hour. The sooner you report, the more likely it is that your money will be protected. Before I go into the highlights of 2023, I would like to assure all citizens of Telangana that Telangana Police shall be guided by the principles of being reachable, responsible, and respectful to all. The year 2024 presents an opportunity to us to make significant strides in addressing the critical issues of drug abuse, the cyber crimes, the road safety, women safety, and child abuse. As I said earlier, through dedication, innovative strategies, use of technology, and close collaboration with the community, we will work tirelessly to create a safer and more secure Telangana for its residents. These challenges demand our commitment for safeguarding our communities and ensuring a brighter future for our state. Towards this end, I would request the cooperation of all our citizens, of all our media friends, and of course, we will be there with you for any steps to be taken to control the menace we are facing today. I request your cooperation towards the same. Thank you. However, with your cooperation and collective work, The elections went off absolutely peacefully. There were no incidents, no extremist incidents at all, and there was no requirement of any polls. I congratulate Team Telangana Police and also our media friends for the cooperation and collective work towards the same. As we look forward to 2024, it is necessary to outline our vision for Telangana Police. As written on our logo, the Telangana Police logo, duty, honor, and compassion. These three would be guiding principles. The core mission would be basic policing. Focus on basic policing will be our core mission. As police officers, we are duty bound to serve and protect the citizens of the state. Accordingly, all police officers and men have been instructed to be accessible and transparent in their day-to-day functioning, in tune with the government's vision of Prajavani and Prajapalana. We realize that citizens come to us, to the police stations or any other officer in distress. As such, Telangana Police will be emphatic and responsive to all sections of the society, especially to the vulnerable sections. We shall ensure that their issues are resolved expeditiously within the ambit of law. We shall honor the dignity of each person.
One minute, sir. हिंदी में बोलिए.
आप कुछ पूछेंगे?
सर हिंदी में बताइए.
तेलंगाना पुलिस हमारा फोकस जो है 2024 में जो रहेगा, सबसे पहले ये ड्रग्स का जो प्रॉब्लम है इसको हम लोग जीरो टॉलरेंस पॉलिसी फॉलो करके इसको ख़त्म करेंगे. इसके बाद साइबर क्राइम्स का जो प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे लोन फ्रॉड्स, क्रेडिट कार्ड फ्रॉड्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रॉड्स, पार्सल फ्रॉड्स वगैरह, इस पे हम फोकस करेंगे. और हमारा वुमेन सेफ्टी, रोड सेफ्टी और चाइल्ड अब्यूज़, ये हमारे फोकस एरियाज रहेंगे.
सर सीएम साहब की तरफ से ड्रग जितने ड्रिंक के दुकान है, शराब के दुकान है, वो बंद कराया जाएंगे. वो कहाँ तक सच है सर? ये वाइन शॉप्स वगैरह जो भी है सर.
अगर जहाँ पे भी ड्रग्स का यूज़ होता है उस पर हम स्ट्रिंजेंट एक्शन लेंगे. जो लॉ के हिसाब से जो एक्शन लेना चाहिए वो लिया जाएगा. बंद कराना या फिर उनको किसी और पीडी एक्ट में डालना, वो हम देखेंगे. Depending on the case to case basis पे एक्शन लिया जाएगा.
Sir, overall, how has the 2023 year been for the police department?
Overall, it has been a very good year. It was an incident-free year. No major events or incidents involving violence were reported. And the most important event was the legislative elections. They were held absolutely peacefully. There were no extremist incidents too, and there was no requirement of any repos because of any incident.
Sir, we also see that the crime rate at some places have also gone up in the state of Telangana. How do you plan to bring that down? And also, when we talk about the cyber crime, well, many cases have also gone up in that regard. How do you see that?
See, that is normal. Once the urban areas are progressing, so there is migration of population to urban areas, and the development is taking place. So it is normal for the crime to increase. Across the world, it's like that. So similar is the case with cyber crimes. See, more and more cyber criminals, they specialize in laying traps for the gullible citizens, and once they fall into the trap, I mean, this we have been number one in freezing the amounts which have been looted by the suspects, and 133 crores. I mean, we are the highest in the country, and we are ensuring and taking steps to ensure that this money goes back to the victims, and we have been quite successful in that.
But what would be your plan or the police department's plan in the coming days to curb down cybercrime? Because we see a use of internet and a use of cyber has increased in the last few years when we talk about especially the COVID times.
See, what happens is investigation into a cybercrime is a very specialized process. So we are, first of all, we are increasing the awareness in our own officers, and we are training them suitably how to investigate a cybercrime properly. Because right from the seizure of the evidence, I mean, it's a very specialized process. It cannot be done in a routine manner. And of course, the acquisition of relevant equipment and the software, because on a daily basis it has to be updated. And new innovative methods are being used by criminals. So we have to be a step ahead, and we have to ensure that our officers are aware and we know how to go about it and how to investigate a case.